can't see a thing. Can't see anything because I am a big hard-headed. Make sure that's in there. And turn that off. And Jesus. I got too much right here. And y'all can't see nothing. What's up, Matt and Joel? How y'all doing? I am so sorry. Y'all cannot see the food. But I've got sesame chicken lunch special with an egg roll, chicken fried rice. And I also have orange chicken with a shrimp egg foo young patty and chicken fried rice. Now, I have not had anything to eat all day and all afternoon, but if you think I'm going to eat all of this, you are indeed crazy. I have Arizona grapeade that I'm gonna pour and mix it with a little Coke. And I know this is the wrong time to be going live. I realize that. But, you know, sometimes they start out really lackluster and then they end up not too bad. How are you doing? I just came from my doctor's appointment a little while ago. Actually, it's for appointment for my new job. The first of two that I have to take. So, okay. Are you guys doing all right? How are you spending your Wednesday afternoon? Are you at work? Are you at home, school, on a break? What? The decision to get shrimp egg foo young is was a really good one. I must say. Matt, you said you finally have a day off, huh? You usually work 5 days a week, I take it, right? Are you guys the type of people that when you have a day off, you cram that day with other stuff to do? Or do you like just really relax and not do too much? Oh, 5 days a week, 60 hours, man. I know you're making some money. I don't even know what you do, Matt. How do I know that? I don't know that. From Lee's Walk, y'all, my favorite Chinese food spot. Mmm, I should know that, Matt. Now I know you make some good money. I don't know that I remember you talking about your patients But if you have, my bad. I really had no idea that that's what you did. Well, I'll be in that world soon. Orientation is next week. Oh my God. Feels good to have real food. That protein bar was just not doing it. Mm. Oh, that was the last. Was that the last live, Matt? I feel like I kind of remember that now. I think okay, okay. I kind of remember that now. But listen, the way my age is set up, I hear something one day and then you lucky if it's still there the next minute. Shrimp egg foo young, y'all. Get into it for real. Mm. You know, I'm pretty basic when it comes to Chinese food. Joel, I I tend to stick with what I know, and which is your sweet and sour chicken, your sesame chicken, your orange chicken. I like General Tso's and what's the other chicken? Uh, General Tso's, and there's another spicy chicken. I can't remember the name right off the bat. I like a lot of breaded chicken things. Excuse me. Shrimp egg foo young is something I don't typically get, but I do like it. I just don't typically get it. But saying all that to say that I don't get too. There's so much I haven't tried that I would probably really like all of the chow funs and some fun cows and all of that, or whatever they're called. Like I haven't gone down those roads yet. And of course, you all know that I love a crab and goo, but guess who forgot to order something today? Mm-hmm. You guessed it. I did get 3 egg rolls with the lunch specials, though. 3 egg rolls, not free. Not Kung Pao. Mm-mm. General Tso's and man, I don't even have a menu. I can't think of that other chicken, but it's a spicy, sweet, spicy thing. Joel, what you up to on this Wednesday afternoon? I gotta call my friend Shelby after this. Mm. If you guys are popping in, please make a point to hit the thumbs up button for me. Oh my goodness, I love it. Mm. I may have to start getting shrimp egg foo young more often. That's how you know something is good when you haven't had it in a while. And when you have it, you really do miss it. I like some vegetable dishes too. But like I wish I could find a vegetable dish, like a Thai vegetable dish with some garlic and some chicken, with some orange chicken sauce on it, you know? I would love something like that. At any rate, I got myself the first of 3 hepatitis B shots. Not that I have it. Um, a Tdap vaccination and TB vaccination, and did my drug test. That was negative. And had my vision checked. Very eye-opening. Like what I did there. Man, look. She told me to put she told me to do this. I did this eye first. Cup it and then read whatever the lowest one I could possibly read. And I got down pretty low. But when I did this eye and used my left eye to read, oh man. I had to go up a few. Man, that's crazy how that is. I also know that I am I think I'm farsighted. Farsighted is when it's hard to read things up close. I'm farsighted. So, you know, I may see some glasses in my future. Laying in bed being lazy. That's what I'm talking about. Not Hunan chicken either. Mongolian chicken. Yeah, that's pretty decent. I don't have it that often. Well, I have to go back to work tomorrow. I have been on PTO for 7 days, and my birthday was on Sunday. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, Joel. You were you're a July baby then. Wow. So many July birthdays, it's crazy. Oh, no, do the real. Dan S. I can't believe you're in here and no sirens have gone off. That's amazing. uh, I haven't done that in a while, actually. I can't even tell you why. I might need to bring that back. Melissa, hello. How are you? Did you do anything fun for your birthday, Joel? You know, I celebrate the whole month of August. I have what's called National Troy Month. For those of you that may not know, Troy is my real name. If you're watching and you're new, Troy is my real name. Come on, man, don't be spilling all on me. Um, and I have what I have coined National Troy Month. I celebrate the whole month of August. That way, if people want to get me something, they have the whole month to get it instead of, they can't make the excuse and say, oh, I didn't know your birthday had passed. My bad. We're still celebrating it. So, oh, I said I wasn't going to eat the whole thing, right? Please don't eat the whole thing. I need some more soy sauce on this. A little on there, a little on there. I was trying to get into the habit of not using so much soy sauce when I have Chinese food. This is a real treat. I can never find the pineapple cream cheese. Oh my God. Where are you looking? I always go to Jewel Osco. I don't know if you have a Jewel Osco where you are, Matt, but we have no Walmart anymore over here. So, at least not on the north side. I've never bought it from Target. So if I ever look for Kraft pineapple flavored cream cheese, I usually go to Jewel. Which would be like an Albertsons or something. Melissa, I think you've caught a live before. I feel like I've seen you in the live. Unless I'm always seeing your name in the comments. I feel like I've seen you in the live too. But I'm glad you're here nonetheless. Maybe you guys can have some Chinese food tonight. Not really. What do you say? Not really. Just went to my mom's house in Piedmont, Alabama. Piedmont, with my 11-year-old daughter and ate steak and baked potatoes and salad. Oh, nice. They treated you like a king, huh? Yes, that's crazy. Y'all don't have a Walmart. I have caught a live, but been a while. Yeah, they took our Walmart away from us not too long ago. I mean, it's been. I tell you what, when I've gone grocery. First of all, I haven't gone grocery shopping that much. I don't know what that says about me, but I think my mindset is I only want to go to Jewel for a few things that I know I can't get anywhere else. But if I'm gonna shop for a few things, if I'm gonna do major shopping for one person, I would probably, just stick with Aldi, and that's been pleasant. Aldi is cool, but if I did my regular shopping at Jewel, I'd be spending a lot of money. So instead, I just okay, I know I can get this apple cider vinaigrette dressing at Jewel. I'm gonna get it there. I know I can get the lower sodium boar's head turkey slices from Jules Deli, so I can get them there. Um, they have this low carb bread that I like. And they also have more of a variety of different bag salads. Hey, what's up, I bet? How are you? I ain't seen you in a minute. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. I think they finally got his butt. You would know who, as Whoopi was saying. Wait, did somebody bring him up? Cause I sure didn't. Was it a hidden comment or something? Cause I didn't bring him up at all. Mmm, good old, good old crunchy piece of chicken. Mm-hmm. Nerves calm down, ready to start. No. No. Um, Not really nerves. I think this whole process has been a series of newness, new things, and a journey, and kind of what can I say? It's like a lot of hoops to jump through, and I'm not used to this. So switching from from retail industry to medical industry is a big deal, a bigger deal than I thought, anticipated, imagined. I didn't, excuse me, I didn't seek a new job intentionally in the medical field, as you all, as I've mentioned in the past few videos. All this came about from a conversation with my next door neighbor, and um, what I did was what a lot of people do. You hear the money, you hear the shifts, you hear it's full time, you hear that there's benefits, you hear that you can get overtime, time and a half. There's room for advancement. You hear that it's going to be going up again. The rate per hour will be going up, in January as well. So I that's what I was responding to. And the fact that what was being described to me was something that felt like would be in my wheelhouse that I could do. So I went with that. Everything was open. My whole heart, mind, body was open to whatever. I didn't put up a roadblock this time. I keep saying that. That's very important. Um, in the past, I would do that. And I got to tell y'all something. I'm just going to say it on this live. Whoever sees it, sees it. If you don't, I may have to repeat it again, but I'll tell you guys something. Um, on my resume, a dear friend of mine who has since passed away, he did my resume. And so that it would look good, it's reflected that I am a graduate, a high school graduate. I am not. Uh, 35 years ago, I dropped out 2 weeks prior to graduation because I knew I wasn't going to pass my senior year. I was working a part-time job. That job, sometimes I would get home at 1 or 2 in the morning. It was a Walgreens. And I would have to be at school at 7. I would take no-dos to try to stay awake. But by the time the no-dos wore off, I would never make it to school. So there were times when I did make it and I didn't stay at school long. And there were times when I just didn't make it to school at all. And then there were classes where I would just turn my desk completely around to the teacher. Particularly, I think it was chemistry, maybe. I did the things that if you're gonna do shit like that, you do it in your freshman year. I did it in my senior year. Um, Things regarding my sexuality was that kind of stuff was messing with me mentally. I was really in a dark, dark place mentally, and my whole attitude regarding school was, people go to school to get a job, right? Well, I got one of those. It was albeit it was a part-time job, and there was nobody to tug my coattails and say, "Hey, this ain't the type of job you strive for. This is good for right now. This is not the type of job that you go to school for." Um, and I say all of that to say that the lack of a diploma reared its ugly head during this process trying to get this job. As far as the new company, were concerned, I was in, but the background verification was where this came through. And I was devastated. I thought, okay, I've told all types of family and friends that I'm going to be working here, thinking that it didn't matter if I didn't have this diploma. And so there were conversations had. Like Monday, I had to, I really had to fall on the sword. And I told the HR rep that gave me, they offered me the position in the first place. I had to tell him the truth. Like, I would do anything that you would need for me to do to be a part of this team, to work for this company. I desperately need this job, but I cannot produce this document. It was 35 years ago. I passed the Illinois Constitution test. I took some GED classes, but I never got around to actually finishing and getting that equivalency certificate or diploma. So it's never too late. I get all of that. But my point is this. I have a few points, but um, sometimes people need to see your heart, you know. Um, I had no real way of knowing how it would turn out. This is a brand new industry. It's not like it's retail. I think things can be a little bit forgiven in a retail environment. Here, I'm not so sure. This is one of the biggest hospitals in the country. I, after some emails and some phone calls, I got the answer that I needed, and this was not going to be a problem. I never really let not having a diploma define me, and they didn't let it define me in this case. I'm a happy man, and I don't ever usually use the word happy. Um, I'm very relieved and extremely blessed. Um, I would never say to you that you don't have to have a diploma. So you can avoid what I went through because I truly thought it was over for me. I am telling you that if you're really honest about yourself, you might luck up on someone that might be able to see through to you. That's all I'm saying. I haven't really revealed this to a lot of people. Um, this is really one of the first times I've, to close people, close friends of mine. They know, some of them, not all of them. again, I just don't want it to be anything that defines me. But I think I feel like it is such a part of this particular journey, such a strong part of this particular process. Like, imagine yourself, you get this job that seems like it was meant for you to have. You prayed on it, you manifested it, and then you're telling everybody and their mom that you're starting a new job, and the next thing you know, you gotta try to produce a document that's you feel like is much needed. You don't know how important it is for you to have this document, but you got to have it. You know, it was something about clearance. Like, they have to be able to clear this slate to move me on to the next level. And in the meantime, while this stuff was happening, they were sending me everything that you're going to send a new employee, the site to order work clothes, the orientation, what time it is, where to go. They told me basically just, it's going to be business as usual. Just go along with all the requirements and stuff. Keep your appointments and everything. And then I guess it was just going to be a wait and see process. Well, someone from the got back to him from the onboarding process, got back to the HR rep and was like, it's he's cleared. So yeah, I'm relieved, and I'm really fortunate and really blessed. I have not seen The View at all this week. Definitely a new adventure, Melissa. Thank you. Pay raise in full time. Yep. My boy's gonna be rolling in cash. Really happy for it. Thank you. Um, I was gonna say, yeah, I'm making uh, much more than, well, $1.16 more than I currently make, and that will be going up in January. Another dollar or dollar and a quarter, something like that. And full time, overtime if I desire, if I want it. It's a first shift, so every third weekend off, insurance benefits, all of that. Authenticity. Who is this? I merely jest. Authenticity and doing your due diligence are fine weapons to have in your employment toolkit. Happy for you, choose very relatable. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. JB, I'm so happy for you. That's amazing. Wish you a lot of blessings and success with your new journey. Thank you, JB. Appreciate that. Still laugh at the girl that mentioned hat in the freezer. The Oh, jeez. That was the last live. Yeah, I don't know who that was. Super happy to hear that. My company will rescind an offer of employment for any error or omission on a resume, but I'm in the financial sector. Thank you. Um, I really didn't want to share it only because I've gone through it and I want to really just kind of get behind it, get past it. It was difficult to tell my direct supervisor where I currently work that, you know, I may be crawling back, or I don't think I use crawling back, but you won't believe this, but I may be having to try to get my job back. And that was very difficult to have that conversation with him. After everything seemed like it was one and done, So that's when I tell you this has been a process, and there's been some stuff happening, and it's been emotional for me. This is one of the reasons why it's been emotional. The other thing is just dealing with the fact that it just still feels surreal that I am gonna, tomorrow will be my last day with that company, and I just don't want to cry. I want to be able to impart some advice and just be done with it. I work a full day tomorrow. It's just going to be weird looking at people, all day. And there's certain things I will not miss. I absolutely will not. But and then there are things like, I'm not really good with goodbyes. Um, and someone said, it doesn't have to be goodbye. It could just be so long or until next time, you know. But truth be told, you might visit your old job 2 or 3 times down the road, and you may even keep up with people there, good friends that you've made there, but you know you won't be there every day. Your whole routine is something that you're just gonna have to learn to adapt to losing, and yeah, so that part is weird. But the other thing is weird too is looking at how other employees process these kinds of things when they happen, when people leave. I think a lot depends on how long you've worked with the person and what kind of impression that person left on you. I'm not bigging myself up, I'm not patting myself on the back, but I'll tell you, it might be the fact that I'm, 52. I don't know. And I'm not saying that I've been perfect to work with, but people have been really showering me with compliments, how much they loved working with me, how much they felt comfortable working with me, when we had a shift together. Just really, whatever else they would, I don't know. I'm not really good with compliments either, like taking them, but I think it depends on the individual. You've Sometimes you got to hear from people because I don't know that I've left or made any kind of mark or impression on people. That's for other people to tell you. But I've been hearing it, and it's mind blowing to me, and it's really sweet of them, And some of these are people that I will miss. Some of them I didn't really get to even know or work with that long or that well, but man, see you when I see you. Yeah, yeah, that's true. And I do intend to, visit again, but um, the reality is that if my ass don't want to go anywhere after work, I'm usually going straight home. But I know I have friends there that I might want to hang out or do something, and we'll get to find out what this job for me is like, and I can get to find out what's been going on new over there. And so yeah, there'll be a little bit of that, but after a while, that kind of honeymoon period will be over, and you're just going about life. I just want people there to be okay, you know, and they will be. I know this is a random comment, but I hate driving. What can I do? Don't drive. That's a most logical solution to that I can think of. So JB, I was I worked at one store for 21 years and the current store for over 8. And they're all under the same umbrella. So in total, it's been over 29 years. I hate that this blue arrow gets in the way of you all's comments. Yes, you are going to leave a print on people. You're an awesome dude. Well, you know what? That's. Thank you for the compliment, but it's never. It's not like a goal. Sometimes you're there being, you're doing a job, and you're just being who you are, you know, and that might, whatever that is. What's happening with the messages? Oh, okay. Um, I'm not trying to be anything other than myself, and sometimes you are enough. You have to tell yourself too, I'm enough. And if for someone else I may not be enough, but I know I'm enough. I don't have to try to be anything other than what I am. I've always tried to be true to who I am. And again, treat people the way you want to be treated. I think if everybody applied that saying to their lives and in many areas of their lives, world would be a much better place. I always say that. I've always tried to treat people the way I want to be treated. I think I bit the back of my tongue earlier. Well, we're at 42 minutes, folks, and 17 people in the chat. Okay. Thank you guys. Have all of you guys hit that thumbs up button for me? That's actually pretty awesome. I didn't think that there would be 17 people. Well, it started out with 4. That's the point, is you are who you are. Some days maybe not, but you are true. That's why I like your story times. Yeah, I can't be nothing but that. Who I is. Let's consolidate, get some of our sesame chicken in here with the orange chicken. And maybe this might be dinner later on maybe. I feel like some people at the job it's not comfortable for them. They're avoiding, they might be avoiding saying a goodbye. I've done that a few times with people. And I've usually done that. I've avoided goodbyes with people when I didn't really have that much of a relationship with the person or that positive a relationship with that person. Sorry to y'all, I'm holding this thing. Y'all can't see. That's the only time I've ever or I'll just try to have a goodbye. It's like not when they leave, but if I know this is going to be the last day that I'll see them, I'll try to get the hug over with early. Have y'all ever done that? I don't expect new people, like people that are just kind of just started working with me this year. I don't expect any kind of, whatever from them. Not that I dislike them. I like these people, but not everyone's that comfortable, or you won't get it. Like it's really felt with people that have worked there a long time. You know. Man, I didn't get no napkins. I just said, screw this, I'm hungry. I gotta unloosen this belt buckle. I'm feeling stuffed, all that damn rice. It was good though, y'all. Gummy, happy for you. Love seeing you prosper and wishing you the best. Thank you so much. Man, working in downtown Chicago is, I won't say it's a complete first, but I haven't worked in downtown Chicago in a long, long time. The last time I did was in the 90s, and it's a struggle. I know I'll get to it. I'll make it, and everything will be easy breezy. Just a matter of keep doing it. But today I treated it like an adventure. Um, I was man. Wait, did I? Oh, you know what I did? I asked a few questions, and I accidentally discovered the bus that was going to take me back as close to home as I could get. So I didn't have to ask on the way back, but on the way to my appointment today, I had to ask a couple of questions. Do not be afraid to ask questions. Okay. And guys, really, I've said it before. Forgive me, but I'm going to say it one more time in case you need to hear it or in case you know someone that you might be able to impart this to. Worth, knowing your worth, it's a real thing. I think some people get it confused or they equate worth with money, how much they make in comparison to how much someone else makes. That is not worth. Your worth is what you bring to the table, what gifts you bring to the table, how you are impacted by people, how you impact people, um, what you can do. How fluid are you? Can someone take you from one department to another if they need it? That's what I mean by knowing your worth. I think a lot of people, let me get my thoughts right. They feel like there are people that you know at your job that are maybe have higher titles, and you presume that they do make more than you. And some of these people may be your direct supervisors. They may be the ones that hired you. They may be the ones, Dan S., here we go. Dan S. is probably long gone from the chat. But that's a shout out to Dan S. Always a siren. And the Dan S., the S don't even stand for siren, but that is what this channel has become. It is all about whenever I'm filming, the siren goes. Anyway, let me get back. Um, be careful to know the difference between knowing your own worth and having someone tell you what they think your worth is. Um, know the difference. Because you can listen to someone that makes more than you, someone that's been at the job longer than you, try to tell you something about yourself, but you need to be able to tap into that and know and confidently know and be in who you are. Be in it. Be of it. I used to do that. I used to be like, I don't think I ever tapped into what my worth was until I started looking at my worth on paper and looking at my worth on a resume and talking about my experience, my work experience, and hearing people, wow, you've been there that long. Wow, you've done a lot of things on this resume. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not anything you think about often, but your worth is there. If you tap into it, you have to be confident in it and confident enough to be able to tell somebody what you're worth, what your worth is. The job that you're at doesn't have to be the final frontier. I hope I'm making sense. Don't let anybody tell you what they think your worth is, you know, based on how much you make or don't make or whatever. But always strive to acquire what you can, what knowledge you can. And I'm not saying that you necessarily step on people and leapfrog over people. There are people who are making money and are in really high positions, but they have piss poor work ethic. That part. Make sure your work ethic is as pristine as possible. Go into the day with a positive work approach and attitude. And I'm telling you, those are the kinds of things that speak to worth. People like being around you. People can see you as a person that could manage because people like you and they would do what you ask them to do. A lot of people are in these positions and don't nobody like them because they're really piss poor as managers. Understand that just because you're not a manager or just because you don't make a certain amount, it doesn't mean that it has to decapitate what your worth is. Excuse me. I better stop because I'll kind of rant and go on a spiel and then I will stop making sense. Luis, what's going on? Yeah, it has been a while. Slow day at work, and I'm always finding you answer my vids one way or another. Well, thank you. I am going to go now, you guys. Luis, I'm sorry. I've been on for almost an hour. Thank you guys for coming through and hanging out with me while I ate some Chinese food. Watch the replay, and I'll see y'all soon. Thanks for coming. Bye.